Hi, guys. Hi, this is attorney Marina Shapelsky, and today's impromptu live is about the new USCIS announcement about their plan to expedite and get all the major case types in regular processing times to get them reduced to very good goals, cycle goals for time processing within the next year and a half by the end of the fiscal year 2023. That's October of 2023, approximately 1 year and a half from now, to get processing times for most common U.S. immigration applications in line and processed quickly. So let me get right into all the details, and we ask you to please subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so yet, and we ask you to please like our videos to show us that you like this stuff we post about in our content, and we ask you to drop a comment and ask your questions, because now is the time when I can answer them, or we can answer them later. And for every specific individual immigration case, you can give us a call. Our phone number is on the bottom of the screen, and our website is there as well. So last night, USCIS announced that they will now have new processing goals, because there was a lot of pressure from the immigration community, lawyers, advocates, and so on, to get things moving. The delays that already were there, plus COVID made worse, are astounding. Like right now, a green card application could take anywhere from 1.5 to 3 years to process. And that's insane. That's crazy. And especially so for people waiting for work permits, for people waiting for advanced parole travel documents, right? So people waiting for those kinds of cases, they cannot wait for 3 years. They might have family really sick or dying. They need to work. The employer might be firing them. So there's a lot of problems that people cannot wait for. And USCIS was under tremendous pressure, including pressure from the top, from the US Congress and the president. And they announced last night that they're going to expedite processing times, and they have new goals for the most frequently filed immigration petitions, and that they're planning to reach all of these goals by the end of fiscal year 2023. They promise to do their best to make sure each of the below is accomplished. Plus, they're expanding, they're making more applications now possible to be what's called premium processed. Premium processing allows very fast processing. And so they announced that they will try to do only 2 week goals for the following: premium processing in 2 weeks for I-129 petition for non-immigrant worker. That is H-1Bs, L-1s, P-1s, all of the O-1s, things that need a worker to come here for a short period of time. Maybe 1 year or 2 or 3, but it's a short period of time. And that's filed through the I-129 petition for non-immigrant. So the person is not planning to live here forever, just a non-immigrant for a short period work visa. 2 weeks. I-140 petition for immigrant green card worker. So that's companies who need somebody to stay here with a green card, and the company sponsors them. Premium processing, 2 weeks. They're planning to do 2 months for just regular I-129 petitions for non-immigrant work visas. Again, somebody coming here for a short period of time to work here for a year or 2. If you don't ask for premium processing, they will try to do it within 2 months. 2 months. They're still very fast. 3 months will be for work permits, I-765. That's the form to get you the work authorization. 3 months for I-131 for advanced parole travel document. 3 months to get you a change or extend your tourist status or any other non-immigrant status. So 3 months for that decision on the form I-539. I-84 petition to get an approved immigrant petition to an embassy, right? Because sometimes they get lost, somebody forgot about them because of COVID, nothing happened. Maybe it was filed here and it needs to get to the embassy, from USCIS to the embassy. That's called Form I-824. And they're also promising by next year to do this within 3 months. The next category is much longer, and that's petitions that will be processed in 6 months. 6 months for N400 application for U.S. citizenship, naturalization, N400. And 600 for U.S. citizenship certificate for kids who get automatic U.S. citizenship through their parents. I-485 for green card applications. This is a huge one. I-485, they will be processing in 6 months by next year. I-140, immigrant worker green card petition. Again, a worker petition for a green card. A company sponsoring somebody for a green card because their job is very important and they couldn't find anybody else, a U.S. worker, so they need a foreign person to get a green card without premium processing. I-130 family petitions, you guys, for immediate relatives. So parents of U.S. citizens, spouses of U.S. citizens, and kids of U.S. citizens will be processed in 6 months, and after that sent to the NVC and then to the embassy. I-129 F-fiance visa petitions, right? Fiance, K-1 visas, 90-day fiance. I-290B, motions to reopen, motions to reconsider, appeals. I-360 forms for VAWA, abuse petitions, for widows, for religious workers, for special juvenile immigrant petitions. Those will be also expedited in 6 months. I-102, your application, if you lost your I-94 record, your white card that you came here legally with a visa, and you can't find it online, by the way, that's available online now. If you want to file I-102, 6 months. I-526 for investors who invest $500,000 and more and get a green card by investing in a regional center. I-600 and I-600A for adoption petitions for non-Hague Convention countries. So adoption petitions. Adoption petitions for Hague Convention countries too. Those are the I-800 and 800A. Petitions by holders of asylum or refugee status to unify with their spouses and kids. That's also going to take 6 months. I-90 to replace a lost or stolen or expired green card. Regular green card. This is not removal of conditions. This is just like you have a 10-year green card and you lost it or it expires. And I-821D renewals for DACA. Renewing DACA. Not a new DACA, but just renewing DACA will also be 6 months. Notably, not on this list, is a very common case type called I-751, removal of conditions. That's for people who have a 2-year green card based on marriage and they file to get the 10-year green card and remove conditions. Not on this list. And the reason is, once an immigration officer explained to me that for some reason those I-751 petitions are like in an older software system they have, and somehow it's processed separately and differently from all these other applications. So they cannot promise to expedite those this quickly. But I think if everything else is going to get expedited and sped up, hopefully that will also make the I-751 to be processed as quickly as the others, or maybe a little longer. But still, right now, if you have an I-751 pending, it takes like 3 years to remove conditions, which is incredibly long. So I'm hoping that somehow they will make this faster as well. I posted right in this, announcement. You could see the new proposed. They're calling them cycle time goals. So they're calling them not processing times, but cycle times. And they're saying that they're going to hire more people to work with all these. They will hire. They will use more resources. They will hire more people. They will be able to make this happen because there's a lot of pressure on USCIS and Department of Homeland Security to get these cases moving because they are so delayed in every category. It's unconscionable. It's inhumane to make people wait, especially for like family petitions, green cards, things like that. Okay, so that's what's happening with expediting of all the case types, and they're actually calling it this is what they called it, this announcement. You can go on USCIS.gov and look at their news. And this is, I just like took this and broke it down for you guys. But basically, in USCIS.gov news, they said USCIS announces new actions to reduce backlogs, expand premium processing, and provide help relief to work permit holders. They're not exactly saying what actions they're going to take, but they're saying they're establishing a new internal cycle time goals. They're calling them internal cycle time goals, and they're going to try to match these goals. Now, I know some people are already posting, and I've read those posts saying this is BS. They're saying they will do it, but they're not going to do it. They have like over 9 million cases right now in the pipeline that are very delayed. There's no way by the end of next year, fiscal year 2023, these will be done. I am hopeful. I don't know if this will be done, but I'm just telling you what they announced. And these are very serious people, and they're doing this under congressional pressure and the president pressing on them. So I'm hoping that their processing times will expedite, will move along, will be much shorter now for all of these very common things, especially green cards, especially work permits, especially extensions of non-immigrant status, especially family petitions, people filing for their family members. And of course, the most, I guess, the most horrible one, and the one that people are complaining the most about, is the work permits. And to help with those, they did make some sort of a, some sort of a temporary final rule. The temporary final rule says that they're automatically extending, this is temporary, just for now. They're automatically extending the time of whatever employment authorization people have. But again, an employer wants to see your work permit card with a date on it that's in the future. They don't want to read the internet for the news that temporarily this is being extended. They want you to get your new card in time without waiting for a year. So that's what they're doing, and they're trying to work for. I cannot promise you that they will do this by the end of next year. I cannot promise you anything. All I know is what they announced, that they're working on reducing their backlog. They will hire more people. They will improve how long it takes them to process everything. They will get new technology, improve their technology. They started to allow a lot of things to be filed online. And I noticed, as a tip from somebody who's practicing in this field, if you are allowed to file something online, like a work permit or whatever, it does move so much faster, months faster than a paper form. So whatever you're allowed to file online, and certain things like U.S. citizenship applications, work permit renewals, you are allowed to file online. File them online. They move so much faster. If you can't do it online, set up my USCIS account, your personal account, file it through that account online. Let me answer a few questions, and then I gotta go because I have an Instagram live on my Russian Instagram today. Porfirio says, hi, when can I send my adjustment package of USCIS priority? Is 22nd of April 2001, and mine is April 30th. Can I send it? Yes, if they passed your priority date of April 30th, they're, oh, I'm sorry, no. It says the U.S. priority is 22nd of April, and yours is April 30th. No, you cannot. You have to wait until they pass yours. Either they're on yours or they pass yours. They haven't reached it yet, and I don't know when they will move those priority dates, because the visa bulletin, where all the priority dates they're working on this month, hasn't changed much in any category. That's for I-360 as well, right? Ask me the Dream. The Dream is my frequent watcher and listener and viewer. Thank you so much. Yes, the I-360 is going to be included, but we will see. Porfirio says he's my fan. Thank you so much. I'm your fan. The Dream is asking, do you guide clients in writing their declarations, and do you have psychologists in San Diego area? We help you with the declaration. Of course, we guide you. and we can help you find a psychologist in the San Diego area. However, we are recommending some people to work remotely, psychologists with you, and then it doesn't matter where you are. They give you an evaluation as a professional psychologist, and it doesn't matter what state you're in. But we can also find you somebody in San Diego. Give us a call. Juan is saying, hello, does this mean current processing time is going to take less too? I think so. I think current and new. El Mezcalito says, I'm a resident card holder, so he's a green card holder. My girlfriend came in the U.S. with a tourist visa. Can I adjust her status without her leaving to Mexico? Yes, but she has to wait 90 days from the date she came in. Can USCIS transfer I-130 approval priority date to VAWA application submitted? Yes, they can. Chrissy is saying, good morning, beautiful Marina. Good morning. Portaferio is saying, can I file the I-35? I'm Mexican, I mean online. I don't think so. No, you should do it in paper. Marcella is asking, do you think this could make them rush cases and increase denial rates? Thanks for the work you do. I'm about to start a VAWA. It's hard to say, Marcella. It's really hard to say. I don't know if they're going to rush through things, because very likely they're going to have like new procedures of how they're going to do this. We'll see. VAWA is a special case type. It only gets filed through one department, one unit in the whole country. In Vermont, I don't think they're going to rush through that, because there's a lot they have to actually look at. It's a little different from other things like work permit renewals and stuff. VAWA, they have to read a lot of things you're going to send them, so it's going to be different. The dream is saying, my wife is acting up. I don't know if you answer my VAWA declaration questions. Yes, we help you write your VAWA declaration. We help you make it into a nice case. All right, so on that note, I end here. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We will have our usual Friday live with immigration news, where I will discuss this again. I will talk Friday about the proposed asylum system overhaul, only for the people who are at the border and asking for asylum. We will talk about, I guess, a little bit about Ukraine, although I try to keep that for my Russian language channel, and anything else that happens. Before then, I'm just looking at USCIS news right now, and what I see, and I will talk about this Friday, is that they are still extending times to respond to things because of COVID. So if you usually had 60 days, or if you usually had 90 or 30 days, they're giving everyone 60 more calendar days from the original due date for things like requests for evidence, notices of intent to deny, notices of intent to rescind, notices of intent to revoke, to terminate, motions to reopen, and for 100 and some other things. So that's still going on. What else? They're saying that they got enough already to register for H-1B visas for the 2023 year. So it looks like they're completely filled up on all the applications for H-1B visas, and they will probably not accept any new ones going forward. We discussed this one. Asylum claims, they're going to move faster for people at the border, not for everybody. And then we'll talk about more things on Friday. Stay tuned. We'll see you Friday. Bye-bye.